Well, anyone who felt cheated by how easily my Iceman run went, try saying that 5 times fast. Never fear, because outtakes ahoy, I'm going up against Turbo Man, and this is not going to be pleasant. One thing that I can show off here that I did not show off in my Mega Man 7 Let's Play is the fact that this mini-boss here, this tractor guy, he is actually, like his master, weak to the noise crush. If you shoot him with it, he grabs his head and shakes it side to side because he doesn't like the noise, which I think is a pretty nice touch, actually. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I really love the added layer of utility that the Mega Man 7 team built into the Robot Master weapons. I know fan opinion on this game is pretty sorely divided. Not many people like it nearly as much as I do. But I do think that just little moments like that really show that there was a lot of love involved in the development of this game. And I think that's really why I have such a soft spot for it. It doesn't feel like just another entry in a long-running series. It feels like they did actually attempt to do some interesting things with it. These tires overhead will bounce you around. That's going to be a problem here with the spikes that you see coming up. So we're going to want to be extra careful and get in the habit of not hitting them. There we go. Just a matter of patience. With a little bit of super adapter to ease our troubles, that's what it does. Yeah, a Rod Stewart reference. It's come to this. Just want to be careful again. I definitely don't want to take damage from this stupid guy. Alright. Not a direct hit, but it doesn't matter. This is actually a pit here. I'm sure I'll show it off. Whoops, I want that. I'm sure I'll show it off in the extra features. For now, we want to switch quickly to the Thunderbolt because that thing will hit us. And we are not out of the woods. We have another one. Here, all we want to do is climb fast. And continue to climb fast. Alright. We are now in Fireman Nostalgia mode. Okay, and we made it. And now it's Quickman. Don't worry, it's not nearly as bad. In fact, it's over. It was actually easier than I expected. For now, just to conserve ammo, we're going to switch back to the Mega Buster. But don't worry, the Thunderbolt is such a useful weapon that we are going to be revisiting it now. This is the other mini-boss of the stage. It's called a fucking truck. Actually, no it's not, but I hate this thing so much. Please. Oh, God. Thank you. That means pretty much the only thing that we have to worry about is Turbo Man himself. Let's hope we do this. And as mentioned, Turbo Man is weak to the noise crush. He's not really all that bad, especially if you use his weakness, but he can throw you off with his timing. You want to wait for that whistle to stop, and that's when you jump. Wow. Turbo Man is down. And that was not nearly as bad as I expected. To be perfectly honest, I think the universe feels very bad for what happened with Pluto. And this is its way of promising me that God will never flood the Earth again. Anyway, back to Light Labs, where Mega Man observes that the Scorch Wheel launches a flaming wheel. Yeah, he's observant. Dr. Light confirms that is correct. The Scorch Wheel is indeed a flaming wheel, and the wheel can also burn things that it touches. You might remember Proto Man's hint. I forget which stage that was in, actually. I think it was Cloud Man's, but Proto Man let us know to use the fire weapon in the jungle stage. We now have the fire weapon. But we've not yet been to the jungle stage. That's really all I have to say about the jungle stage. That belongs to Slash Man. He and his buddy Freeze Man are the two we haven't done yet. But the less said about them, the better. For now, enjoy some outtakes and some extra material. Thanks for watching. A little bit annoying here, because to take out these guys you have to watch your head. Not so bad there, but if you get hit by those tires, they bounce you back. That's why we're not going to take any chances. I mean, This is actually a pit over here. You can't tell, but it is. I'll probably show it in the extra features here. Switch back to Thunderbolt quickly to take care of that thing. Oh, fuck. Okay, we took care of him, but there's another one here. Yeah, this is one of several sections in this stage that are... I don't know, I really hate them. Fuck! Why did I go back? Right now we want to be really careful. Okay. That was the first section down. Okay. Ah, shit! I waited too long. Okay, so I promised you I would show you in the extra material. I honestly didn't think I'd have time and I'd have to put it in a different video, but here we are. This is a pit. But it's not just a pit. It leads us to one of these happy tractor guys. If we can make it out alive before he crushes us into that wall, we're back here, where those guys have thoughtfully turned around in order to hit us. Not much of a branching path, but there you go. Okay, and there are still a few more things to show off, and they're all right in a row, which is pretty nice. Firstly, just climb up here. And let that happen. No, that's not all. We also want to use the Rush Search. Because Rush is going to find something good. Speaking of dogs, has anyone else thought that when Mega Man takes damage, the sound he makes is kind of like a dog sneezing? Or is that just me? Anyway, Rush found us the Rocket Punch. That's basically an upgraded attack for the Super Adapter. And by basically, I mean exactly. So it's nice. It goes a little bit further, and I think it actually, in fact I know it actually homes. And is that all? No. We've got an old friend we can visit. It's Proto Man, with some helpful advice. Mega Man, have you collected the R, U, S, and H circuit plates? Proto Man suspects we cheated because we didn't yet visit Freeze Man's stage. But he's willing to believe us. He just wants us to remember that the Super Mega Man armor is too bulky to allow us to slide, which you would think, you know, we figured out on our own by this point. Good luck, Mega Man. I'll see you later if you survive. Pretty ominous, and considering the fact that he regularly murders me in normal playthroughs of the game, kind of jerky too. And yeah, we're still doing this because there's one more thing I want to show off. X marks the spot, and I only learned about this one recently. Rush found something good. And it's a gigantic bolt. Pretty neat. Let's see how much that's actually worth. Come on. Okay, we've got 26 bolts. And now we've got 126, so approximately 35. Pretty neat. And I think that's the only thing I really know to show off here. Well, actually, hell, as long as we're here, I can show off exactly why the freeze cracker is useless. It freezes it, but then what are you gonna do? And by the time you can plot another path here, it unfreezes. So this is not really much help. You're just working around a different kind of obstacle. And I can show off, I guess, that these things are not instant kill. Never mind. If I were going to make a list of all the Robot Masters that I never wanted to do for this series, Turbo Man would absolutely have been on that list. Although now, I'm not entirely sure why. He was not that bad. Very, very surprisingly. What happened when I did my Mega Man 7 Let's Play, I actually don't remember if this is exactly true, but I seemed to have thought, at least afterwards, that I made it through his Fire Pillars section without taking damage. If that were true, that would probably be the first time that ever happened. So what I did is I booted up the ROM again and did a save state and kind of figured my way through it, realizing that if I could have done it then when I wasn't paying attention, it can't really be as bad as I thought. So I did a little bit of practice, and I was right. And once I had that down, I realized the rest of the stage wouldn't really be that bad. The mini-boss, CC Truck, that's kind of a crapshoot, because those missiles can come out in ways that are really difficult to dodge, and the Thunderbolt, which is CC's weakness, it's not very easy to take out those missiles with it. Its firing rate is very slow, and it's just more trouble than it's worth. You guys seemed to agree with me that Turbo Man was going to be a nightmare. On average, you estimated it would take me 30 attempts. Well, guess what? So did I. Yeah, even knowing the pattern for the fire bars, it's reliable, but it's not very easy to remember. I figured I would screw up there at least 5 times, and that was best case scenario, and then probably lose an awful lot of attempts to CC Truck. After all, that's exactly what happened in my practice runs. Then of course you factor in some buffoonery with the tires on the conveyor, and Turbo Man himself, who can sometimes catch you off guard if you get his timing wrong. But, listen to me ramble, it actually was just 5 attempts. I still can't believe how easy Turbo Man went. And with only 2 more slots left on this board, there's not really much more room for things to go wrong. Can anything put up as much of a fight as Pluto did? Stay tuned and find out. Until then, though, thanks for watching.